Heyo! My name is Sarah, and today I will be doing a book review. And for this book, I decided to wear a little something special. Hello. My Dauntless t-shirt! Because today I will be reviewing, Carve the Mark by Veronica Roth. So I'm wearing my Dauntless t-shirt as a tribute to the book. I do not read many sci-fi books. In fact, this is my second sci-fi book I've ever read, and it was really, really, really good. So, non-spoilers, right off the bat. 4 out of 5 stars. I enjoyed it. It was kind of thick, so I could have gone without the last 100 pages of it. So, yes, 2 main characters, Syra and Akos. We also get the first person and third person, which I didn't mind whatsoever because a lot of people have been bickering about that. And so, this takes place on a planet that Syra and Akos live on, but it's split into 2 nations. And Akos and his older brother get taken from their home, and they are bringing over to this other nation where Syra lives, and her brother is the ruler. So, we get that, and we also get a space travel adventure as well as a part of the tradition of Syra's people. And during that, we see her and Akos start developing more feelings for each other, and then we get renegades that want to try to take down Syra's brother, who's in charge of this nation. Sorry, that's Sophie down there. Hi, doggy. And so, yeah, this was really good. 4 out of 5 stars. I will get into that in spoiler section. And it was just really good. So for people who like Star Wars that made Divergent, this is it. It was really entertaining. I was like, yay! And I was like, you bastards! I was like, oh my god. That just happened. And so this is a duology, so we'll get a nice wrap up in the second book. I wonder how that's gonna go because I have so many questions. And so yeah, Carve the Mark by Veronica Roth. Sci-fi lovers, you will love this. Divergent lovers, you will love this. And yay, I loved it. So yeah, goodbye non-spoilers. Hey yo, my Thomas t-shirt. So right off the bat, I will just say this. I will proclaim my citizenship to Don't Hurt Me, but the Shotet's Empire. Don't hurt me. I will get to that in a second. So, Miss Veronica Roth did a nice little thingy where she made a little map of the galaxy of all the planets. Hey! So, this story takes place on the planet Thuva, which is apparently further away from the sun. For those of you who don't know how to pronounce some of the names, I will leave in the description box, a pronunciation guide by Miss Veronica Roth because I really needed that to get through this series. So Thuva, it's actually split into 2 nations, the planet Thuva, which Akos is a part of, and then Shotet, which from history was a bunch of travelers who decided to make Thuva their home, but as the nation of Shotet, and they are not recognized by the assembly as an actual nation. So that's where Syra and her brother live. And we have things that are called fates. Things that some people are born to and cannot get out of no matter what. So they suck. I swear to God, I do not want a fate because this is based off of Akos and Resak's fate. Mostly, Resak is Syra's older brother. Oh my God! People give him the nickname Reese! No! Only one person gets that name, and Resak, you're not him, and you end up on my list of characters I would happily kill for free. Because you're a coward, you're a douche, you're an asshole, and no one likes you! So, I will get on to ranting later. So yes, Akos. His fate is to give his life to the Novik family, which is in control of the Shotets. And Resak's is to fall to the Benesit Chancellor of Thuva. So that's mostly what drives Resak to look for an oracle, which is Aisha, Akos' older brother, and that's how they two get captured and taken to the nation of Shotet. Now Syra, she is Resak's younger sister, and in this world where there's a current stream like the Aurora Borealis, everyone when they hit through puberty get a current gift. Now, Syra's, because her brother used his current gift on her, she was afraid and in pain hers manifested early. So hers is like current shadows all over her body and like move in wisps. And if you try to touch her, you basically go in pain. Like, touch, ah! So, it's a nice defense, but because of that, Rezac uses her to torture those who he thinks are opposing him. So he has the full dictator mode thing going on, people. And his ability is to swap memories, which he does a lot. And I'm like, stop it! He does a lot to Aisha, where Aisha now acts like Reese. I'm like, oh my god, sooner or later, that's not going to be Aisha anymore. And so, Akos and Aisha are in Shotet for like 2 seasons, aka 2 years, and then eventually Akos is given to Sire because his current gift is to block out the currents. So like the current stream is like what connects everyone in the galaxy, and it connects them with their current gifts and everything, but Akos, he just doesn't feel that anymore, he negates it. And that helps Sire because she can be relieved of pain, but it's like, it's kind of sad. Like, you're born with this, so what you can do. My favorite part in this whole book was the Sojourn trip. And Sojourn is when the people of Shotet continue with their traditions of going to other planets and scavenge, which is they find things that were thrown away and they give them a new purpose. So because of that, we go to Pitha, which is a water planet, and it's like cities on Boyus, however you pronounce them, and they're all practical. I would not want to live on that planet. First, I don't want to imagine my house sinking while I'm asleep, and I just like, that looks silly. That is not practical. Okay, I do not want to be like that. Like, just everything has to be practical then. But for the Shotet people, Akos gets to actually see the Shotet people in action because they went to a festival. Him and Siren saw everyone just having fun and everyone excited. And when they went to the garbage heap, he saw how everyone was just ready to go through all of that stuff and find something that was tossed away and just, make it again. They found like an old Pitha flag that they were all excited about, but then they found this piece of metal that they were like, yo, everyone drop what you're doing and help us with this. It's like, they were amazing. I that's why I like the people of Shotet, not the dictator. Rezac, you don't need to be a dictator to get your nation recognized by the Assembly, which is the unification order of all the planets. But it's like, you just gotta help your people and not be an asshole who hoards all the goods and only gives it to the people close to you. You can actually do something good for your people and just be a nice guy who will defend them and just, but hey, what do I know? I'm just a person. But yeah, they found like a piece of metal, and Akos watched us. All the Shotet people and Syra were so excited to dig out this piece of junk, and we're like, yes, I can't believe we found this. Speaking of the Assembly and my allegiance to Shotet, you get to see in the map, because they also mentioned this in the book as well. You see that ring right there in the Assembly? Further out, there are other planets that are given like numbers and codes and stuff. I would take a Sojourn ship and just travel to those other planets, because people are like, ugh, those other planets haven't, aligned themselves with the Assembly. But like, dude, those are other planets out there that have not been discovered. I would love to do that. I wonder if Earth is out there. Who knows? So, and we find out that there is a resistance group, of course, like on Divergent, people who don't want Rezac in control anymore, so off with his head. And in a way, Syra joins them. And we find out some secrets from Rezac at the end. So 4 out of 5 stars. One is that I can't really see Syra and Akos together in a relationship. I can see them as good friends, but that's as far as I can see the relationship going. This is a duology, so who knows? It might surprise me at the end. 2. Shotet soldiers, when they have to prove themselves, they have to kill what's called an armored one, and when they do, they gotta take their armor. I was wondering if we could see more of those. Like, we only get to see one thing from an armored one. They're like giant insects, but I would have loved to see like a whole horde of them she get an actual idea as to why these creatures are very deadly and why it's like a rite of passage for the Shotet soldiers. Like, maybe next time, I think. 3. So there's a thing in Shotet culture which is called the Reclaimed. So basically back then when the people landed on Thuva, the men would leave to do soldiers on troops, but when they came back, their people were gone, like taken as slaves or attacked. And, generations later, they met another Shotet person on another planet as a slave, but they spoke Shotet. So I'm like thinking, is this like a biological thing where you just speak your native tongue naturally? It's like, because in the beginning, Akos understood exactly what the Shotet soldiers were saying, while his brother, sister, Cece, and their father had no clue. So it's like, I was really confused on that. So does that mean Akos is a descendant of Shotet? Because apparently his name, Akos, is like some historical figure in Shotet culture. It's like, is he adopted, or is it like a thinned out bloodline? That's a little confusing to me. So it's like, now the last part as to my list of 4 out of 5 stars is Voss. So apparently Voss is Resac's right-hand man. His current gift, he cannot feel pain, thus forth he cannot feel emotion. And I am in denial that he is dead. Okay, people, I know you're like, oh, Voss was evil, Voss killed Akos' father, Voss abused Akos. 1, his current gift, which he can't turn off, makes him emotionless. 2, Resac was a douche to him when they were kids. He swapped out memories because he accidentally told Voss about his current gift and his fates, and his father was megally pissed. So I'm pretty sure Resac did a lot of memory swapping with Voss, making him the person who he is. So I'm the kind of person that's the optimist about certain villains. Like, I was very optimistic going into the 6th season of Teen Wolf about the Nazi werewolf, thinking, oh, he was tortured a lot. Maybe he was a good guy to begin with, and he just misunderstood. Then we get the flashbacks that he was really just a big asshole in the beginning. Maybe Voss didn't die, actually. I'm willing to give him a better shot because he probably felt pain and everything when Akos touched him, because apparently he's got to be physical touch, should make his current gift work on other people, and he felt pain. And I was thinking that Voss would get like some redemption or something, but they said that they killed him at the end. I'm in denial that Voss is dead. Like, actually dead. Maybe someone found him and gave him CPR or whatever to make him live, and we might see him again. So don't hurt me. So at the end, we meet the Chancellor of Thuva, who is Isa, who is the twin sister of Ori, who was the best friends of Akos and Aisha. And she wants to go to the assembly to proclaim that she's still alive because Resac thought he killed the Chancellor of Thuva, but got the wrong sister, which was Ori, and she died. And we don't know what her current gift was, so she might have done something to Aisha. Syra spared Resac's lives just so that they could see if he could give the memories back to Aisha. And they're on their way to the assembly to proclaim that the Chancellor of Thuva is alive. And apparently, Akos' mother sees war in the future. So it's like, that's probably what's going to be a lot like, in the next book. So, what I would like to talk about, though, is Carve the Mark. It's not like a fancy title or anything. It's actually a Shotet tradition. Because Syra, she wears like an arm guard. And Akos, he's starting to get them. What are marks. So apparently, in the Shotet culture, when you kill someone, you carve the mark. Literally, they say carve the mark. And because Akos, he doesn't like killing people, Syra tells him that you can carve the mark, but then put a line saying that you will grieve for this person. And I was like, I kind of like that. I don't like killing people, but you remember that person in a way. They really don't die, and so carve the mark. So that was a kind of cool thing with the title and with the markings, Hey, yo. So, yes. Also, honor has no place in survival. Honor has no place in survival. As you can see, that is the first lesson Syra teaches Akos when she starts teaching how to fight. So, yeah, 4 out of 5 stars. Great sci-fi book. The first one I read was The Host. That was really good. This one, Mindset. Now, for some things, there's a glossary back here that you will kind of need in this book series, because you have things that are like, what? And like, there's 3 types of schools in the world of Shoten. One is the School of Arms, one is the School of Mind, and one is the School of Hearts. Like, I really couldn't pronounce these names, but I was able to remember them. So Syra is of the School of Mind, which is where she's more like, I would say, strategical, like Ivar from Vikings. She thinks a lot, so she knows how to do things in her mind to plan out for a battle. Akos is from the School of Heart, which means they are very quick on reflexes. And I was like, how can you tell that if he touches a pot and like puts his hand away very fast? Like, I'm pretty sure everyone can do that. So I would like to be from the School of Heart, from Akos' school, because it's the School of Arms. They're like very military, and I'd be like, I would rather run than just stand there and get beat up. But I really want to kill Rizak. I believe Foz is still alive. Aisha, I don't think there's going to be any redemption for him. I think he's going to be catatonic forever. I don't see Syra and Akos as a couple just yet, just good friends. And I want to see more of the planets, because we saw Thuva, the ice planet, because one part of Thuva was all ice, snow-wise, and the part down in Shotet, they had an ocean! Thuva is known as an ice planet. How the hell is there an ocean? We got to see a little thing from Tepes, which is a desert planet completely, so it's like Mad Max. Pitha, the ocean planet. I will need a rowboat. Hey, Sophie! And Othra, where some dancers were, and that was cool dancing skills. Like, they made their bodies glow and make music and everything. I want to see the other planets, people. And I want to see more of the assembly, and I want to know what's going to happen. Right, Sophie? Yeah. And so, yeah. Carve the Mark. 4 out of 5 stars by Veronica Roth. I am Shotet. I don't have anything blue to wear, so I'm wearing my Divergent Dauntless t-shirt. And yeah, I don't know when the next book is coming out. This just came out like a month ago. And so yeah, Carve the Mark by Miss Veronica Roth. Sci-fi lovers, you will love it. Divergent lovers, you will love it. Sci-Fi Channel, get your hands on it, because I know y'all do very well sci-fi TV shows. This is a moneymaker, people. Not movies. Sci-Fi Channel, get your hands on this. So yeah, my name is Sarah, and bye!